life is not about what was. Life is about what will be. And Buffalo is a place that will be. And the best really does lie ahead for Buffalo.
Buffalo's industrial days are fading, but tonight the Queen City is ready to make a comeback as a leader in clean energy. Good evening, everyone. Governor Cuomo is making good on his billion-dollar promise for Buffalo. He came to the Queen City today with not one, but two major announcements. We're breaking down what it all means for Western New York. News 4's Jackie Walker begins our live team coverage. Jackie?
A lot of people were excited by what they heard today, Don. This country is in the middle of a clean energy revolution, and Buffalo will soon be front and center in that revolution. Where I'm standing, and I'm on South Park, I'm right on the side of the road here. This is going to be the middle of a massive cutting-edge research facility. Now, here's the investment that was announced today. Governor Cuomo announced New York State will spend $225 million on the Riverbend project. Remember that name, the Riverbend project. This is expected to bring 850 jobs to Buffalo, possibly more. It's all part of that $1 billion that the governor pledged for Buffalo last year. And let's show you the location that we're talking about. As I said, we're near the corner of South Park and Abbey Street. This project will build 6 high-tech facilities on 90 acres of land. This is a brownfield site along the Buffalo River where Republic Steel used to operate. And interestingly, 2 companies from California will make this site their new home. This state-of-the-art campus will pave the way for clean energy research. And I want to bring in George Rickert now because George has spent the whole day looking into really what this is all about, George.
Well, you remember the movie phrase, if you build it, they will come. This is a case as if you build it and you fill it with high-tech equipment, they'll come all the way from California. We saw what happened in Albany with nanodynamics, the study of molecules and atoms. The state built those facilities and they drew smart jobs. That's exactly what the state wants to do here with a different type of research.
Power, the availability of low-cost power built Buffalo once, and it's going to build Buffalo again for a new generation.
Hundreds of local dignitaries packed the Adams Mark Hotel to hear about the biggest piece of the Buffalo billion promise so far. New York State will spend $225 million on the vacant site where Republic Steel shut down 30 years ago. There, the state will build research facilities and even buy the high-tech equipment for 2 California companies, Sora, which has made advances in LED lighting, and Silevo, which has been making advances in solar panels.
So higher performance, lower cost, that makes the technology much more affordable for the masses, and that will spur the growth in terms of having people put this on their rooftops.
These 2 companies have promised to bring a total of 850 jobs. If they don't, they pay penalties, and the state can move different companies in because the state will own the buildings and the equipment. SUNY will own or lease the land. The property is right next to the Hickory Woods neighborhood, where homeowners spent years in litigation before receiving settlements for soil contamination. But the Republic Steel site has been remediated and is considered to be shovel-ready.
Listen, we're not going to put anything on our prize asset, our waterfront, our river, unless it's clean and unless there's going to be a positive reuse for the community.
Buffalo's future is the future of the state of New York. And as governor, I can look you in the face and say for too many years, the state government did not fulfill its responsibility to Buffalo and Western New York. And we promised to change that, and we are changing that, and today is proof of that.
So, in a year and a half, these 2 companies will be up and running. In 2.5 years, they should be at 850 new jobs at least, and may keep growing. Coming up at 5:30, we will hear what some of the Hickory Woods residents think of this development right next door.
Well, okay, contamination. You mentioned it in your piece. What we're looking at back here, it's a brown field. It used to be a steel plant.
Right.
Is that land still contaminated?
The developers say it isn't. They have spent time and effort researching it, looking at it, and as Mickey Kearns just said, they wouldn't put all this investment here if they didn't think it was clean enough.
So they've tested it. They're
Yes.
saying clean and go ahead.
Yep.
All right, George, we'll hear more from you at 5:30.